God's advice today. Have you ever felt that God is trying to speak to you, yet in the busyness of life, His signs go unnoticed? This message invites you to pause, reflect, and open your heart. Perhaps this is exactly what you needed to hear today. Watch until the end with openness, and if these words touch you, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell to receive more messages like this. Don't forget to check the pinned comment for a 1-minute prayer and a recommended message to help strengthen your faith even more. God said, "My son, I saw every moment when they looked at you but did not truly see you. I witnessed when they judged you without knowing the battles you were fighting in silence, when they wounded your heart with words that never reflected who you truly are. They did not know the pain you carried, nor the strength you had to gather just to keep breathing on days when everything seemed to fall apart. But I knew. I knew every tear you swallowed so others wouldn't worry, every prayer that rose from the depths of your soul like a suffocated plea for peace. And that is why today I tell you, with heavenly authority, that nothing you lived was ignored by me. The Lord is your keeper, the Lord is your shade at your right hand." Psalm 121 verse 5. I will not allow human words to determine the destiny I myself wrote for you, nor will I let the voices that tried to dim your light define your worth. Do you feel that you are ready for a profound change in your life and in the lives of those you love? Sometimes all we need is a small step of faith to open the doors of abundance, peace, and blessings that God has already reserved for us. A simple 1-minute prayer can be the beginning of a spiritual journey that transforms the inside and reflects on the outside. If you desire to attract more light, balance, and prosperity, both spiritual and material, click on the first comment. There you will find a simple practice, guided with love, that can help you connect more deeply with the divine presence in your life. What they didn't know is that while they underestimated you, I was shaping you for a greater time, a time when your victory will be so evident that even those who doubted will see the difference my presence makes upon your life. I lift you, I restore you, I strengthen you, and I prepare you, because what is coming is greater than anything they tried to use to hurt you. Comment, I trust in God's love, He is my refuge. No word spoken against you has taken root in your destiny, because I myself set you apart for a work that surpasses all human understanding. While they diminished you, I lifted you. While they doubted you, I affirmed you. While they mocked your faith, I strengthened your soul, for I knew exactly what was about to happen. Your prayers were never empty nor ignored. Every whisper made in silence became substance for miracles already on their way. Do not think you were forgotten. You were, in truth, hidden. And this hiding was not a sign of rejection but of protection, because I would not allow human hands to take credit for the victory I prepared for you. Everything they tried to use to hurt you, shame you, or limit you will become the stage that reveals my glory. The traps they set will become stepping stones, the words they threw will become testimony of your overcoming, and what looked like delay will reveal itself as divine strategy. Prepare yourself, for you are about to see with your own eyes the reason I preserved you for so long. Your victory will not come from men, but directly from me, so that all may know that I am the one who sustained you, guarded you, and exalted you. Comment, my faith is firm because God is guiding my steps. My son, always remember this eternal truth, for I know the plans I have for you, plans of prosperity and not of harm, to give you a future and a hope. Jeremiah chapter 29 verse 11. No opposing plan, no poisonous word, no hidden desire for your fall can prevail over what I wrote in your book before you even breathed for the first time. I saw when they walked beside you with false smiles, pretending friendship while carrying the intention to diminish you. I heard every mockery directed at your hope, every doubt thrown at your faith, every comment saying that your prayers were exaggeration, fantasy, or the delusion of someone who dreamed too high. But while they laughed, I established you. While they despised you, I shaped you. While they discredited you, I prepared the stage for your exaltation. Now I rise to honor you before the very ones who doubted, not as an act of vengeance, but as a demonstration that I care for my own and that no one touches the one I seal with my hand. What looked lost will bloom, what looked small will grow, what looked useless will become testimony. For I am the God who turns humiliation into honor, pain into strength, and tears into abundant harvest. Comment: I renew my faith and surrender my fears to God. Did you know that there is an effective method to attract greater financial prosperity? This technique can help transform your deep-seated beliefs and change the way you perceive reality. It had a profound impact on my life, and we would like to invite you to explore this special practice. When we trust that God wants to act in our lives, we gain the courage to ask Him directly. God desires to bless each of us in a unique and wonderful way. That's why it's important to seek His blessings with faith and confidence, believing that He has a special plan for you. If you would like to support our work and the team dedicated to bringing content that inspires and transforms, we invite you to check out our product. The link is available in the first comment, so you can discover how this technique can also help you on your journey. Your contribution helps us continue sharing messages that make a difference. We deeply appreciate your trust and support. And I tell you more, my son, while you believed nothing was happening, that heaven remained silent and that I wasn't listening to your pleas, I was moving the heavens entirely on your behalf, working in dimensions your eyes could not reach. I built paths where you only saw impossibilities. I raised spiritual walls around your life when you didn't even imagine how much envy targeted you. I dismantled traps prepared to bring you down before they ever came close to you. You have no idea of the invisible battles I have already won for you, the arrows I intercepted, the falls I prevented, the dangers I removed without you perceiving. Your story was never in the hands of circumstances, of people, or of chance. It was always safe within my eternal plans. And now, my son, the time of silence ends. What looked like stagnation was preparation. What looked like delay was protection. What looked like abandonment was deep care. I now reposition you before life. I lift you before those who doubted. I restore you where they tried to wound you. But I do all this not so you may grow in pride, but so you may know, with eternal conviction, that you never, not even for a second, walked alone. I have always been with you. Comment: I am waiting on God, ready to receive His blessings. My son, it is written, those who sow with tears will reap with joy. Psalm 126 verse 5. And now I tell you, the time of your harvest has arrived. None of your tears were wasted. Every night you woke up not knowing how to keep going, every moment when your chest tightened trying to make sense of your pain, I was there. When your soul wanted to give up, I held you together. When your strength failed, I carried you. When hope ran out, I breathed life into you again. This is why I say to you, nothing you live through will be in vain. Your pain will turn into double honor, your shame will be replaced with dignity, and your story will become a testimony that will touch multitudes. What will blossom now will be so much greater than what you ever imagined that even you will stand in silence before my goodness. And I continue speaking to you, my son. You felt hidden, and that wounded you deeply. You thought no one saw you, No one recognized your efforts, no one valued your heart. But I saw you, I always did. Every gesture was noticed by me. Every time you chose good when evil tried to pull you, I recorded it. Every time you forgave when your heart longed to retaliate, I smiled. Every time you chose peace when others provoked you, I strengthened you. Now I reveal what I kept hidden for a time. Your faithfulness touched me. And because of that faithfulness, my honor will come upon you with force, with clarity, and with speed. Many will not understand how everything changed so quickly, but you will know, it was my hand. My son, remember what is written, if God is for us, who can be against us? Romans chapter 8 verse 31. I am for you, this alone is enough. Every tongue that rose to wound you will fall. Every accusation will dissolve like smoke. Every judgment spoken against you will be annulled by my justice. I am the God who justifies you, who defends you, who fights for you even when you have no strength left to raise your arms. And hear me, the time of shame ends today. The time of restoration begins now. This will be the chapter where your life shifts direction, where things finally begin to fall into place, where you realize that everything you lived prepared you for the very blessing you once asked me for. My son, do not fear anymore. I know the silence of recent days frightened you. I know you thought I had stepped away, that your faith had been in vain, that your waiting would never be rewarded. But you were mistaken, I never withdrew from you. It was not I who grew distant, your circumstances tried to cloud your vision. Now I return everything fear attempted to steal. I restore your courage, your identity, your dignity, your brilliance, and your voice. I give back what time tried to erase, the certainty that you were created with purpose, chosen, designed for great things. From today on, you will no longer walk on uncertain ground. I am your firm foundation, your steady ground, your divine guarantee. Comment, I trust in God's love, He is my refuge. My beloved son, remember what I speak to you now, fear not, for I am with you, do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you, help you, and uphold you with my righteous right hand. Isaiah chapter 41 verse 10. I sustained you when no one noticed your private battles. I protected you from dangers no one ever saw. I lifted you up when everyone thought you were finished. Now the time of manifestation has arrived. The table is being prepared, not only with material provision, but with honor, peace, joy, healing, and direction. Those who doubted will witness it. Those who abandoned you will wish to return. Those who hurt you will behold your victory. But do not worry about any of this. Simply keep walking with me. What I am doing in your life is permanent, complete, and eternal. My child, listen carefully, because the words that reach you now do not come from human emotion but from the depth of eternity where your name has always been known. Every rejection, every injustice, every silent battle that wounded your spirit has been witnessed by me. I saw the moments when others looked at you but never truly saw you, when they judged you without understanding the weight you carried, when they spoke lightly while your soul was fighting to stay standing. You hid your tears so no one would worry, you swallowed your pain so no one would mock you, and you walked through seasons of loneliness believing you were unnoticed. But you were never invisible to me. Not a single sigh escaped your lips without my awareness. What others tried to use as shame, I have transformed into the soil where your honor will grow. This is your appointed time, not the time of the past, not the time marked by fear or silence, but the time prepared specifically for you. Nothing and no one will stop what I am about to do in your life. You believed that your silence made you vulnerable, but in truth, it was the proof of your strength. When others spoke without understanding, when they rushed to point at you, when they assumed they knew your story, you surrendered every unspoken word into my hands. You wanted to respond, you wanted to defend yourself, you wanted to scream the truth that was burning inside you, but instead you chose peace. And that choice echoed through heaven. I saw how you restrained your words, how you held back tears, how you kept walking even when exhaustion weighed on your bones. I watched you pray when you could barely breathe. I heard your voice calling my name even when your hope felt fragile. It was your silent faith that moved the unseen realms. Every tear became a testimony, every night of pain became a record in heaven. I never forget, my child. And today I tell you, what was done against you will now become the very foundation of your honor. I am not here because you are perfect, I am here because you are mine. And those who belong to me are never abandoned, never forgotten, never left without vindication. Many believed your suffering was a punishment, but it was preparation. The moments meant to humiliate you were the very tools that shaped your strength. They broke the pride that others accused you of having, they softened your heart in ways you never expected, they taught you to trust me in silence. The darkness that tried to wrap itself around your soul could not extinguish the light I placed inside you. When others pushed you into emotional caves, I prepared a pathway to bring you out with greater clarity. You were not meant to stay hidden. The light that is rising inside you now is not human light, it is my own. It is the light that breaks barriers, opens long-closed doors, and announces new seasons. I am opening opportunities that were not denied because of your lack of effort, but because the timing was not right. But now the time is right. Your spirit is ready, your heart has been healed in places you did not even understand were wounded, and your mind has been strengthened to carry what I am about to place in your hands. This season is not just financial restoration, it is a spiritual awakening that will transform the way you see yourself and the way you walk through the world. For too long you allowed voices that did not know you to define your identity. You let the opinions of the blind shape the way you viewed your own value. But today, let my voice erase every mark that others tried to put on you. You are not who they said you were. You are not your mistakes, your losses, or your setbacks. You are the one I called, the one I chose, the one I have sustained even in your weakest moments. Do not allow people who never carried your pain to speak about your purpose. Do not accept judgments from hearts that never cared to understand yours. I saw how you remained kind when others were harsh, how you stayed humble when they expected you to break, how your spirit resisted bitterness even when bitterness tried to take root in you. And for that, I am equipping you with new strength, strength that does not rely on the approval of others but on the truth of who you are in me. I am healing your identity, restoring your confidence, rebuilding the foundation of your dignity. You will no longer walk with the weight of the past pulling you down. I am lifting your head because it is time for you to walk in the full truth of who I created you to be. As you receive these words, something is breaking in the unseen realm. Old burdens that clung to you for years are falling off. Layers of shame that others tried to place on you are dissolving in my presence. The heaviness that kept you from dreaming, from moving forward, from believing in yourself is being removed right now. I am shattering chains of comparison, fear, and insecurity, chains that were never meant to hold you. I am covering you with a mantle of honor that no one will be able to strip away. This mantle is not about superiority, it is about identity. It reminds you that you belong to me, and those who belong to me walk in dignity. The labels placed on you by rejection, mockery, or misunderstanding are erased. I place my name upon you, and my name is stronger than every word spoken against you. This is not emotional encouragement, this is spiritual truth. You are stepping into a season where my presence will go before you, and my favor will follow behind you. Your past humiliation will become your testimony, and your testimony will break chains for others. Nothing you lived was ignored. Every cruel word, every unfair gesture, every private conversation where your name was used to belittle you, all of it is written before my throne. I do not record these things to punish, but to redeem. Justice in my kingdom is not about revenge, it is about restoration. I will not simply return what was stolen, I will multiply it. I will not simply heal what was broken, I will strengthen it. I will not simply silence the voices against you, I will raise your voice with grace and authority. What was intended to crush you will be transformed into evidence of my faithfulness. Your wounds will become wisdom. Your tears will become seeds of breakthroughs. Your silence will become revelation. And the honor that comes upon you will not be to elevate your ego but to reveal my love. I want you to see yourself through my eyes, forgiven, chosen, protected, and deeply treasured. Nothing about you is accidental. Everything about you carries purpose. This new season will not resemble the previous ones. Your steps will carry direction, your decisions will carry clarity, your presence will carry peace. I will guide you into places you once thought you did not deserve to enter. Doors will open effortlessly not because you are lucky, but because you are aligned with my will. Opportunities will appear not to inflate your pride but to expand your purpose. You will walk with a confidence that is not built on arrogance but on revelation of who you are in me and who I am in you. The shame that once tried to suffocate you will no longer have a voice. The lies that tried to convince you that you were insignificant will disappear. I am renewing your strength, breathing new life into your dreams, awakening the gifts that were buried under years of doubt. You will rise, my child. Not by pushing others down, but by stepping into the identity I always intended for you. And everywhere you go, the light of my presence will go with you, revealing the path and protecting your steps. So lift your head, my beloved child. This is the beginning of a new chapter, not shaped by past wounds but by divine purpose. You are not the person others tried to define. You are not the mistakes you made, nor the opportunities you lost, nor the pain you endured. You are the one I called before you took your first breath, the one I sustained even when you did not know how to stand, the one I am now clothing with honor. When people speak of you, they will speak of my faithfulness. When they look at your life, they will see redemption. When they remember your past, they will witness my grace rewriting your story. Nothing you lived was wasted. Every detail will be used for something greater than you can imagine. Walk forward without fear. Walk forward without shame. Walk forward knowing that my hand is upon you and my purpose is unfolding in your favor. You are mine, and nothing can change that, not time, not failure, not rejection, not the opinion of others. I go before you, I walk with you, and I finish what I begin. And what I have begun in you will end in glory. My child, you have walked through fires that were meant to destroy you, yet here you stand, not only alive, but rising in a strength that does not come from human capacity. What tried to break you could not succeed because my hand held you when everything else failed. You survived seasons where the weight of life pressed so heavily against your chest that even breathing felt like a battle. But what you did not see was that I was the one lifting your face in the darkness, the one sustaining your soul when fear whispered that you would not make it. You are coming out of this season without the smell of smoke, not because the fire wasn't real, but because my presence was greater than every flame that surrounded you. And what is coming will be so extraordinary that even those who witnessed your pain will not be able to explain your transformation. They will try to understand, but they won't be able to. Only you will know the truth. You will recognize my fingerprints on every breakthrough, every door, every victory, because only I could have done what is about to unfold in your life. Only God. I am preparing a table for you, and this is not poetry nor symbolism, it is a spiritual reality that will manifest in your practical life. A table represents covenant, provision, restoration, honor, and safety, and I am arranging it in front of those who walked away, doubted you, underestimated you, and wounded you. I am also preparing it before those who prayed for you in silence, who believed in you even when you were too tired to believe in yourself, who interceded for your life without you ever knowing. Both groups will be present, not so that you boast, but so that my glory is revealed through what I do in you. This table is not built on speed but on obedience. You thought things were delayed, but I was aligning everything perfectly. You trusted, you endured, you did not give up even when it felt like heaven was silent. Now I open doors not only for you to walk through, but for others to see with their own eyes that what I promised, I fulfill. What I said, I perform. The honor I pour out is not hidden, it is public, visible, undeniable. And this table will have witnesses. Do not be ashamed of your story. Do not attempt to erase the chapters you wished had never happened, because the very pages that once brought you pain will become testimonies that bring others hope. There are people right now who look at you wondering whether I still see them. Through your life, through your restoration, through your transformation, they will discover that yes, I see them, I hear them, I defend them, I lift them, I heal them. I have never forgotten any of my children, and I have not forgotten you. You will enter rooms where your name had been dismissed, where doors had been closed, where opportunities had been denied. You will be called into conversations that once seemed impossible. Your gifts, which were overlooked for so long, will suddenly be recognized. You will be promoted in places where you were not even invited. My faithfulness will illuminate every step you take from now on, replacing the shadows that once surrounded your journey. And the table I set for you cannot be questioned, overturned, or challenged by anyone, because I am the one who establishes it. You do not need the approval, permission, or validation of anyone for me to place you exactly where I have destined you to be. I am the Lord of time, the author of seasons, the one who shifts atmospheres and rearranges paths with a single breath. Stay firm. Keep your heart open, because even while you listen to these words, chains are breaking, chains of shame, of humiliation, of emotional oppression, of spiritual wounds that have lingered for years. I am pouring balm over wounds you hid so deeply that you thought no one would ever see them. But I saw them. I am healing the parts of you that were never spoken aloud. And when this healing is complete, your posture will change. Your voice will gain new authority. Your presence will carry the weight of someone who has walked through death and emerged clothed in life. Others will respect you, not because they fear you, but because they will recognize the anointing that rests upon you. It will be evident. It will be impossible to ignore. What I am doing within you will overflow into your home, your family, your relationships, your lineage. This is not only your table, it is a table of reconciliation, of restoration, of generational healing. The fractures of the past, the broken places in your bloodline, the silences, the unresolved pains, I will restore them fully. Even the connections you thought were beyond repair will be touched by my hand. I am the God of the improbable, the one who resurrects what was declared dead, the one who brings life to places abandoned by hope. You do not need to convince anyone of your transformation. You do not need to defend yourself or prove your value. Those who stand firm, those who continue despite the storms, those who refuse to bow to fear, they witness miracles that others only hear about. And you, my child, are about to witness the fulfillment of what you prayed for quietly, faithfully, tearfully. When this table is fully set before you, you will understand the purpose of the wait. You will recognize why certain doors had to remain closed until the right moment. You will realize that nothing was delayed, everything was being prepared. And as you walk into this new season, a peace will surround you that is not fleeting but constant. A peace that is not dependent on circumstances but rooted in my presence. This peace will give you clarity to discern opportunities, relationships, assignments. You will no longer act from urgency, from fear, from the pressure of others' opinions. You will move from confidence, from rest, from the certainty of being guided by me. This internal transformation, this new way of perceiving, choosing, responding, will be one of the clearest signs of the work I have completed in your spirit. Do not doubt any longer. Do not try to explain with human reasoning what can only be understood through revelation. The table I am preparing is not for the feeding of the ego, it is for the elevation of your spirit. I am not lifting you so you can be seen. I am lifting you so you can serve, so you can reach places where your voice becomes a bridge for the broken, where your presence becomes light to those trapped in darkness, where your journey becomes a beacon for those who feel forgotten. The honor coming upon your life is not a throne for pride but a mantle of responsibility. I am shaping you into a vessel that carries hope, truth, compassion, and authority. You will speak to those who feel invisible, and your words will awaken life in them. You will touch those who feel unworthy, and they will rise because of what I release through you. You will walk into places where silence has suffocated hearts, and my light will flow through you as a river that cannot be stopped. And so, my beloved child, lift your head. You have survived battles that many never understood. You have endured storms that tried to rewrite your destiny. But here you are, strengthened, refined, prepared. The fire did not consume you, it purified you. The rejection did not diminish you, it positioned you. The silence was not abandonment, it was preparation. Everything you lived, every tear you shed, every night you endured, every prayer you whispered, every hope you held, it has brought you to this moment. A new chapter begins now. A divine table is being set. Your story is becoming a testimony. Your wounds are becoming wisdom. Your past is becoming purpose. And your life is about to reflect the unmistakable truth that only God could have done this. There was a time when darkness wrapped around you so tightly that you could barely breathe, a time when the weight of what you carried felt far too heavy for one heart alone. Yet even there, even in the place where you thought everything inside you was breaking apart, I was already working. What once was a wound that brought you to your knees is now becoming a scar that shines with authority. You will speak from the depth of what you lived, and many will find healing just by hearing your voice. They will look at you and wonder how you managed to rise again, how you found strength after such storms, and you will simply smile, because you know that none of it was by chance. It was my hand, my timing, my grace woven into your steps. There will be no vanity in what you share, no pride in your gaze, because the honor coming over your life is not bought by human applause, it is forged in the secret place, in the altar of surrender where few truly go. Some will try to diminish what I am doing in you, Some will say you don't deserve it, but you will not need to respond. Your life will be your answer. Your fruit will speak. Your posture will reveal that this is a divine work, not human achievement. I am placing you on a level where your words carry weight, where your prayers ignite with fire, and where your presence brings peace. This is not something you can purchase or manufacture. This is heritage, spiritual inheritance flowing from my heart straight into yours. That is why you must not be surprised when people begin to approach you again. Those who once avoided you, who dismissed you, who treated you as though you were invisible, will return. Some will come in humility, others in curiosity, others simply because they will sense that something has changed and will not be able to explain it. But you will know. You will recognize my fingerprints upon your life. It is my table being set, my favor settling upon you. And when this happens, remember your mission, to share what you have received. Do not respond with resentment, respond with mercy. Do not let the shadows of yesterday dictate the posture of your heart today. You who have been restored by grace must now extend grace. Those who carry authentic honor have no need to prove anything. Your presence will be enough. You will be called into places you never imagined entering, respected in circles that once ignored your existence, lifted up before eyes that once watched your fall. For I, the Lord Almighty, have chosen to raise you publicly, not for spectacle, but for justice. I am not restoring you only to heal what was broken, I am establishing you. I am anchoring you in a new time where your voice will no longer be silenced, where your faith will no longer be mocked, where your presence will no longer be seen as a threat or a burden. Wherever you go, there will be peace. Wherever you step, there will be grace. The authority resting upon you will not be loud or forceful. It will be the quiet strength of someone who has walked through fire and come out refined, not burned. You will become a point of reference, a living testimony that those who wait upon me are never abandoned, never forgotten, never defeated. And if there is still any fear hiding within you, any chain from old wounds, any shadow of shame lingering in your thoughts, give it to me now. Do not carry to the table what should have been left in the wilderness. The shame no longer defines you. The mistake no longer condemns you. The abandonment no longer wounds you. I am making all things new, not only around you, but within you, in your story, your relationships, your memories, your identity. Remain attentive, for while you receive these words, I am moving in the unseen realms. What I am doing does not shout, it does not announce itself, it does not demand attention, yet it changes everything. I am reshaping emotions, healing perceptions, removing lies that lived in your mind for too long. Those voices from your past that told you that you were small, incapable, unworthy, insignificant, those voices are being silenced now. The only voice that will remain in your spirit is mine. And I tell you, you are loved, you are chosen, you are appointed for a purpose far greater than what you have imagined. I have not overlooked you. I have not placed you aside. I have been preparing you in silence for a season of visibility, and the time has come for you to rise with confidence in who I have called you to be. Your heart will feel lighter, your steps more certain, your vision clearer. You will breathe again without the weight of yesterday pressing against your chest. Your table will be abundant, not only with material blessings, but with reconciliation, genuine joy, emotional health, spiritual fullness. Where my honor rests, there is no lack. Where my hand moves, there is overflow. You will rest without fear, sleep in peace, awaken with clarity. You will live days where hiding is no longer necessary, where explanations are no longer required, because your life itself will speak. Your testimony will be your banner, and I will be your defender before every eye. The days of public humiliation are ending, days of visible victory are approaching. I am not simply cleansing your past, I am rewriting your future with my own hand, and it will not happen in secret. Just as your pain was not hidden, your restoration will not be quiet. Those who once doubted you will witness your rise, not to shame them but to show them that I honor the faithful, I lift the wounded, I strengthen the humble, I make victorious those who were once silenced. The harvest will be undeniable. The fruit will overflow. The table will be set before those who tried to bury you with words, with indifference, with coldness, with silence calculated to break you. They will see, not so that you may triumph over them, but so that they may understand that I am a God who repays, who restores, who vindicates. And you will no longer feel small, unseen, or incapable. I am giving you boldness, giving you voice, giving you wisdom to navigate every new environment, every opportunity, every door that opens. Ancient promises, those you thought forgotten, are rising to the surface now. Dreams buried by disappointment are receiving breath again. Visions you once let go of are being revived. I have not forgotten you. I have only prepared you. Because a promise delivered at the wrong time becomes a burden, but a promise delivered in maturity becomes a crown. What is ahead of you is not fragile. It is not temporary. It is not unstable. You are stepping into a season built on the foundation of everything you endured, everything you survived, everything you surrendered to me. You will walk in rooms where the atmosphere shifts when you enter. Not because of your name, not because of your strength, but because of my presence resting upon you. Some will feel peace just by being near you, others will feel conviction, others will feel hope awakening. You will carry light into places where you once carried pain. You will carry wisdom into conversations where you once carried insecurity. You will carry authority into situations that once intimidated you. The transformation I am doing will not be subtle, its effects will ripple through your family, your environment, your future generations. What once broke you will now empower you. What once wounded you will now equip you. What once silenced you will now amplify you. I am turning your history into a weapon of grace. I hope this message has been an inspiration to you. If it touched your heart, write Amen in the comments and share it with someone who also needs to hear this word. I invite you to click on the first comment, where you will find a special prayer and a suggestion to strengthen your spiritual journey. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to receive more inspiring content like this. See you tomorrow.